Hi guys, welcome to Talking Markets. Happy New Year, and one eventful first week of trading we've had, and no need to panic. Obviously, there's been some exaggerated moves, but it's only the first week, so it's going to kick on from here, and let's see what kind of opportunities will arise in the next week or so, and let's see what happens. Anyone in the actual Twitter group, they've got the weekly pack, which is the research for the upcoming trading week and other fundamental notes. I'll be doing some more research and fundamental analysis once I gather some more information about some key stocks or any other opportunities that arise. So let's just go into what happened in the past week in the markets. So this is the world indices. So you can see it was green everywhere. S&P 500, we've had a 1.6%. The Dow 1.5%. Nasdaq was leading with nearly 2%. Russell actually had the best week, really, as it goes, with 6% up. VIX obviously got crushed. When VIX gets crushed, S&P and the US indices will rise. But yeah, FTSE, DAX, the CAC 40, Euro stocks, Nikkei, Kospi had a great week at 9.7%. Nifty 50 at 1.7%, and the Chinese index, Hang Seng, and the SSC again nearly up 3%. So overall, really couldn't go wrong. Just buying dips or just being long indices. Coming into this week, we had a little pullback in the US indices on Monday. Obviously, that was just a buying opportunity just for the run up to 3,800. I think we'll go through the charts to see where the next level of interest is, and also where we can look for opportunities. Let's look at the currency markets. Dixie. So the dollar, had a good week, relatively. Euro dollar was pretty much flat. Pound was the biggest faller in the dollar currencies, 0.8%. Then we got the yen, that was up at 0.66. So Euro GBP was up. Euro Swiss. We had the Aussie and New Zealand up as well, euro yen. So just based on this, being long euros, cross currencies would have been ideal. Probably would have been flat here, but euro GBP, euro Swiss, and also euro yen, from open to close, it would have been a good week for the euro currency. And you can see pound here, even lost traction on even on the yen, and here on the dollar, also the euro as well. So long euros, short pounds was the play for last week. We'll also go into some charts there. Look at some commodities. So gold and silver had a really strong week to begin with. Sucked in some buyers, big level of resistance to be quite fair, and it got absolutely hammered down to the downside. And you can see, look, it was a 3.5% and a 7% down week. Crude oil had a great week. Oil in general, really, Brent and crude, and nearly 8%, and this is nearly 9%. So what a week for crude oil. Platinum pretty much flat. Copper was up nearly 4.5%, and then 4.4%. Natural gas nearly up 3%. So that's your commodities there. And let's go to crypto. Looking at these numbers are scary. Bitcoin. These open prices are taken from the 1st of January till the 8th. So Bitcoin 40%, Ethereum 65%, Tether was just unchanged. Ripple 46%, which had a very good week after the news broke out of possible delisting. But we'll see if that's a bear market bounce. Litecoin up another 38%. Best crypto to be in was Ethereum. Obviously, looking at the numbers, you know, Bitcoin nearly $12,000 up, and that's at 40%. But Ethereum, if you look at percentage terms, absolutely nearly does. From I think currently now it's nearly double the price. So phenomenal week in Ethereum. So let's go to the economic calendar. What's up, coming up for the coming week? So we've got retail sales on Monday in Australia. We've got USD news. So you've got the short-term energy outlook. We've got the JOLTS job opening. We've got CPI on Wednesday. Thursday we've got German GDP, ECB initial jobs claims, and then Fed Chair Powell speaks again on Thursday. Friday, pretty packed for pounds. So you got GDP, manufacturing, monthly GDP, 3 months change, and you've got core retail sales, PPI retail sales from December, also from the USD perspective. So overall, you got some USD and European currencies to look at when these news events actually come out. So be aware of that. Look at your timings when you're looking to execute trades. But overall, you got this. So let's go into the charts. Okay, we're going to start off with VIX, and we're just going to move our way down to be quite fair. Okay, so VIX, I've been looking at this channel for quite a while. You can see here volatility rose up. Obviously that was pandemic, and now we're just waning, but this seems to be the new range. 20 seems to be the new range on the VIX, which is still high, because when the VIX was around this area, this was a very good bull market. But here between this range, this can just come into, fill this gap and come up again. So watch this in the coming days and weeks. If we start to get some traction to the upside on the VIX, then equities will start to sell off. So yeah, we'll be watching that. And just go a bit closer. Let's just see if there's any other price action that you can see really that could give us any worrying. Again, I'm just looking at this gap fill here around the 18 level. That will just push equities a bit higher. If not, then this could just be a divergence, and we might just meander around here for a bit and then shoot up, probably around this area, and then look to target this gap here. Okay, and let's look at the volatility index for Nasdaq. Nasdaq's pretty much the same, but it's actually more elevated, but pretty much flat as we see it. So you can see here we're still at where it's closed. Look where it's closed at. This area here. Okay, this area, this area, and this area. So it seems to be capping this part of the market. We had a bit of resistance in this area here. Okay, and now that's support. So you can see here that's turned into support, and we've bounced off every time we've tried to go up. So at the moment, bullish equities, to be quite fair. We've got some demand area zones here. So I think Nasdaq still goes higher from here. If we do get a pullback, any pullbacks are going to be good buying opportunities. Okay, volatility for Dow, wide range. It's hard to actually look at that. The DAX, again, DAX, we're looking to close back into this range area here, which is a gap. So let's go on to the ES. So trajectory is up. You can just see there's nothing stopping this now. we've cleared the 37.76 level. That was a pivotal level on our charts, and now we're coming up. I would think next zone for me to really have a look at is the 38.74s. Okay, that's on a daily time frame. Okay, we'll go into shorter time frames in a minute, but yeah, we're pretty much pushing up. There's nothing really stopping this market. You know, even if you put a channel here, it's broken out of the channel, right? But has no significance. It's a very, very strong market. I think it will go on quite strong until the inauguration of Biden, and see what happens next. You know, seasonality wise, February, late January, early February, we do tend to see pullbacks into the market. Okay, and this could happen, but I do think that we do still got another couple of weeks of upside to go. Okay, so let me just get rid of those. Let's see what opportunities there are. Okay, level to level, as I've always been. Always want to play level to level. So anything here, using some fibs here. Okay, okay, 38.27. That's actually come up to this part now. No man's land really. Where would I want to buy? I probably want to buy around the 37.50s area, around this area here. Okay, around this area would be a good area. Ideal, if it does give us that opportunity, that'll be a good buy. Ideally, much lower, if we can. I would like this 3500 area, or 35.88 area. We didn't quite hit it, but that'll be a very good buying opportunity as well around here. But I think we are due a pullback soon, because it's the way the nature of the markets is. You know, we're going to get pullbacks, and when we do get these pullbacks, they're going to be buying opportunities. As of now, I'm just going to wait till Monday open, see how Monday unfolds, any other price range it gives me. But at the moment, look, you know, we've had this consolidation here, breakout, another consolidation. Is there another breakout? Does it still carry on? You know, if we do get up to the 38.75 region, I'll probably look maybe to start going into shorts. Okay, but I'll be scalping shorts. For me personally, 37.80s. Okay, and then you've been looking for targets around the 37.54s. Anything around here, if you're a very skilled trader, anything around here, then you're looking at 3800s, and then 37.80s as your core trades. If you just go into an hourly chart, I can get a bit more clearer on that. Okay, you can see here. Okay, any push down. So if we get a rejection here, okay, we can get a push down into this area. Okay, so that's what I'll be targeting. But I'll be looking mostly on what the London open happens, and what Monday unfolds price action wise, and then I'll step in if I need to. You know, no opportunities, no need to trade. It's not a problem. Okay, let's go look at NQ. NQ, look, get into that. Okay, NQ is on a tear. You know, keeps on going, right? We've had that we've had this little resistance zone, pushed out of it, retested it, and off to the races. Let me get a clearer chart. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, right here. Okay, came back, pushed up again, came back down, pushed, final push, consolidation, absolutely shit the bed. Okay, we did a nice little double bottom, come up, still resistance here. Okay, now it's pushed out of resistance, and then we retested it, and now we're off to the races. Pretty simple price action, to be quite honest. Once we see a significant level of resistance being broken out of, you want to go with that momentum play, whichever direction it is. Next moves for Nasdaq. Well, it's too far stretch, isn't it? So if I'll just go to let's go to a 4 hour. Okay. Why does it keep on doing that? Spare me 1 second. Okay. I do like this demand zone here, and this is okay. Okay, let's probably not. Momentum's still on our side. I would say look for dips into this area, into the 1335s. Okay, between 1335s, it's quite a raw wide range, and 12,942. So that's a 100-point range. I don't know if you really want to do that. You could actually, if we get a hit and hold, and then play it up. Okay, but if we start to trickle down, okay, start to take this out, then my bias will probably flip short. Okay, and if we flip short, then I'll be looking downside targets, to be quite fair, will be here. First target at 12,826. So if you don't get a hit and hold between the 13,033 to 12,944s, if we don't get a hit and hold around there for long, okay, and then we close below and consolidate below the 12,942s, then I'll be flipping short to target first of all at 12,823, and then again if we get price action, then keep on following it. But I think that might be capped, and if I just see if there's any other confluence in that area, let's just see. Okay, where are we? Yeah, look, near around there, near the 50%, 12,823. So, a nice little healthy 50% down. Obviously, that's on the basis that we open lower, but if we don't, then we have to obviously adjust it. But just by looking at the chart right now, 50% correction, you're looking around the 12,820s to maybe the 12,850s area, which will be a good pullback. Okay, Dow Jones pretty much the same. Okay, the only thing here is we've got targets at the 31,573s. Okay, let me adjust that as it goes. Yeah, 31,600, let's just say. So 31,591s is the exact number, but let's round it up to 31,600s. This looks like it. We've broken out, we've retested it 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, and now we're off to the races. Okay, any hourly close below 30,891. Okay, I want to have a short, and I want to be targeting initially I want to be targeting 30,717. Okay, and then 30,553. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking at. It is a messy chart. Like I'm not being, at the moment it's not really unfolding. It's not clear to me. Nothing screaming out to me except for bullishness. So anything that I will take short term is just scalping. Like, just taking what the market gives. Sometimes, even coming in like here, for example, let's just say you took a position here on the close, okay, you would have got stopped, okay, but because it's closed above, you would have flipped long, okay, and then just got this area here, which is from here to here, about 100 points. Okay, so you would have probably just had a break-even day, to be quite honest, like maybe being up about 50 points on that trade, which is still all right. It's good, but when you have these range levels, or when you have these kind of targets, um, makes life much more easier. Makes you more disciplined into taking trades, and that's what you guys got to do. Risk manage and make sure you have a plan set out when taking a trade. If the rules don't match, then don't take it. That's fine. Everything's all about getting out of a position very quickly. Okay, look at this position here. Okay, close below would have been sell at market. Okay, stop above, right? We nearly got pushed out in the first candle. Second candle stopped out. Okay, then that's signaling bullish to me. Then again engulfed. Then I would have just come in at market long and then trailed it all the way. First target would have been that high. So we'll go through some scalping sessions in the future, but you'll see. Just having a very methodical approach makes your life easier on the markets, and it has been difficult. Don't think that just because everyone's been killing it on Bitcoin that hasn't been difficult. Trading has been difficult. Trading is a very, very hard game. Okay, let's look at Russell. Sorry, that's not the Russell. Russell's here. Russell 2000 small caps, absolutely on a tear. Look at that. Let me just adjust these properly. Yeah, here we go. COVID. Look at this move from COVID, and now we've just broken out to new highs and never look back. This is a weekly chart. So look, start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks non-stop going up, and then we've had a one down week, which is nothing. It was just an inside week, nothing, and then we've just absolutely gone into the 50%. So we're at the actually critical point on the Russell. Really, we're actually on 2091. You can see there was some resistance there, so 50% on the actual range level. Found some resistance. Let's see what happens in that perspective. Okay. FTSE, I was expecting to come up into this daily supply. Let me just show you this daily supply. We had this wedge pattern, like a wedge pattern forming. Okay, we broke to the downside. That was obviously a fake out, and then immediately we broke above. And I was been eyeing this for a few weeks. If you've been on my paid service, you'll see that I've been talking about this formation and saying that most probable that we will look to go higher. Yearly open here at the moment is at 64.57, and we just had a monster week straight into daily supply, and we've now starting to come off. And if we do have a breather, then that's fine, but 2015 high here at 71.26 seems to be the next level that he wants to target. If you can see here, there's daily supply in this area between the 69.23, 7044, and we got to 69, 69.60s. Okay, and we're starting to veer off, but nothing's over yet. I'm looking to buy on dips, and if you're looking to buy on dips here, then I am looking around this area. I'm looking for a hit and hold and up to 7123. So between 66.59s to let's stretch this out a little bit. Yeah, I'll say around this level, because this is the last pre-high before the breakout. Yeah, so 66.59s to 66.12s. I want to be long. I am wrong if we go below 64.57s, which is a yearly open, which we can easily target at 61.09. So pullbacks will happen, but these are going to be plays where I'll be looking to scalp. So I mean, this is a daily chart, so let's just say price comes into this area here, okay, and we are now, I mean, if you just look right here, I'm just gonna zoom in, okay, I actually see within the zone that I want to buy, I see some daily demand around the 66.75s to the 66.42s, okay. I see some daily demand, so if we get a pullback into here, that'll be a nice long, okay. But obviously price action's got to tell us if we start coming in, okay, and then come straight out, that's fine. We've got this level, but your first target, depending on where this structure comes in, okay, where this structure comes in, okay, it will be the first line of defense, which will be, for now, is this level that I just drawn out here, okay, and that would be your targets. So hope you guys got that. So we're looking to buy on the hourly 66.75s, on the daily 66.55s, and we're looking to target 7123s. Okay, let's go back to the daily. Okay, let's look at German DAX. German DAX has been powering through, see pretty much the same. It's just taken its all-time highs. So now we want to see how it responds, and is this a fake out? Could we get one of these? You know, this, look, when we went to all-time highs again, we came up, we busted through, okay, created another all-time highs, and look at that. Obviously that's COVID, but still, you know, and this is what the market does. You know, this again here, you know, October last year is saying, okay, we've done a nice little retracement, near enough a 78%, 80% retracement. And is this the rollover? I mean, he was giving that indication right here that, okay, price is slowing down, it's looking to curve, and then bang, we came straight into support, which was this last high before the breakout into here. Okay, so that was just a retest, and look, off to the races. So caution here on the DAX, nothing to see. I will update in the actual group as and when. Okay, scalp plays. Okay, let me just look at scalp plays. Okay, let's just go in. Okay, we had buys here at 14.25s. Okay, look for sells on the 14.160. Okay, if we get a hit and hold on the 14.160s, look for a trade. Again, scalps only. Do not bet the farm or do anything. These are just scalps. Okay, and I want to see 14.160. Your first target should be 14.126. Okay, we bust through 14.160. Okay, you want to go long, and you want to target 14.193s, then 14.227s. Okay, on the downside again, I said below 14.160s, look for 14.126, and then 14.092. Okay, so have a look at these range levels, and these are what I'll be looking at. You know, they've held up pretty well. Nikkei's on a tear. Nikkei, to be quite honest, which is the Japanese index, I am looking for a pullback, which I have not been getting. Okay, we nearly got it here. I wanted a retest here. Okay, so I was looking at this consolidation area here. I was looking for a rounded retest. We didn't get it. It didn't hit and hold. Obviously, look at that. I wasn't going to buy blindly here. and then we got a gap up and this. So I'm waiting on Nikkei, to be quite fair. There's nothing for me to do here. Hang Seng. Now Hang Seng is most interesting one now. We've had this downtrend of, in the past 2 years nearly. Yeah, nearly 3 years. This is 22nd January 2018. It's been in a bear market, a bear trend. Now we've just started to break out. This is the first week, the second week, but the second week is proven to us that it's a willingness to go higher. Now we're not out of the woods, of course. We've got these highs and these highs to contend with, okay? But here I wouldn't be that cautious of it coming below or crashing back down. I would say 29,143 is the minimum target in the intermediate term, okay? And if I want to get involved, quite frankly, you wouldn't want a retracement. I mean, this has been quite vertical, to be quite fair, okay? So any retracement towards 27,447s to 26,971s, quite a big range, but I mean, this will be a perfect hit here on the 50%, because it'll be a retest of this trend line breakout, and if it gives us that, then I think we're off to the races. But I would scale in maybe a quarter position here if you get that pullback, around the 27,453s, and then again, just scale in very, very small. As long as we don't breach these lows here, we are going, I assume, check out that 29,140. Okay, let's go to Kospi. This is the Korean index, and it's been flying. Look at that. To get on board this, to be quite honest, I would want demand zone here to be hit. Okay, so on the Kospi, I want to see this demand zone taken and then up again. Okay, and that demand zone is at 29.97, between 29.97 and 29.62. Okay, Nifty again are pretty much the same, isn't it, as Kospi. It's just on a tear. So you just got to let these markets run sometimes, and just when you get that healthy pullback, then look to take advantage. Gold. Right, okay, supply level, you can see here blatantly we've come into it, rejected, come back down. We're now into another demand level, and we're looking to bounce off. Right, key level here was 1860. Okay, we're now below that, and we've got a daily support level and also a demand level at 1785 to 1763. So I mean, this still looks flaggy, like a bull flag, but you can still play these range levels here, not a problem. Okay, so what would I do in this situation now? Okay, level to level. Okay, we've come into a 75% at 1836, rejected. We're now coming back up. If we start to come into this 1860 level, okay, hit and hold, then I want to play that to the downside to 1840s, let's just say, yeah, to the 1840s. If we come up and then hit and hold above 1860, I want to play it into this level here, which is also confluence at 1883s. So that's your plan for gold. Okay, I'm going to be waiting for that play to play out. Okay, Silver, pretty much the same. Okay, I want silver to prove to me what it wants to do now. I hate it when that happens. Okay, silver, right? Okay, this 50% has been pivotable, this green line here. Okay, we now crash through that. What it does from here is, I mean, you'd be looking for sells. I mean, look at that. So engulfing candle, it's taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 days of trading in one candle nearly. That's very bearish. I'd want to see the same. Okay, and then just look at range plays. Okay, I'd want to see 25.75s hold, and then look to sell it towards 25.43s, and then let's see if we can get down to 24.75s. If we get a hit and hold above, then we're looking longs towards 26.28s. Okay, so we're using 25.77s as pivot. Okay, I want to see if we either reject it, then I'm looking for a sell scalp towards the 43s, 25.43s. If we bust above and we get acceptance for higher prices, then above 25.77s I want to target 26.27. Okay, oil, I've been saying oil has been on a tear, and look where we are coming towards my daily demand that I put out on the videos in the group for the last few months. I've always said buy on dips, and look where we are. We've busted through 51.40. We're now coming into daily demand at 53.37 to 54.63. Note this down. See where price comes. If it comes into this area and we do reject, that would be a nice little trade to the downside to maybe even test 51.40s again. Okay. Let's go on to dollar. Okay, let's go on. Let's look at a monthly chart. Dollar has absolutely been hammered this whole year. When this is the yearly open here at 89.93, push down, come back up again. Okay, are we looking for higher prices? Possibly. Okay, do we get this kind of formation here? Are we getting this kind of formation here? Hard to say right now. It's got to prove to me. I mean, to be quite honest, we need to go above this consolidation area here at 92.50s to even think about higher prices to 94s. But to really think that there's a change in trend, this needs to go. This 94.50s needs to be cleared before we can say higher prices in the dollar. As of now, I'm just going to keep this as a pullback, which means that I'm going to be selling rips. Okay, don't know why he keeps on doing that. Okay, so let's just go down to a daily. Let's go to a weekly and then go to a daily. You can see that we've tried our best to push down below the 89.90s level, and we haven't quite done it. This is actually this is a demand zone also. So this area here is a demand zone. So it's come to a demand zone at the moment. Does it take out these stops in the near future? Possibly. I mean, we're still in a downtrend. There's nothing that suggests that a change in trend has happened. So first line of resistance, I want to see this little supply area here at 90.67. Okay, if we can get into that area, if we start rejecting, then I'll be looking at the majors for a buy. Okay, if we start to push past this into this area, then obviously we're getting a deeper pullback in the USD majors, and we'll be scalping those USD majors accordingly, and always be looking at the Dixie. What is DXY doing? How is it reacting? Which levels is it coming into? Even just looking at a 1 hour here. Okay, we came into look at these areas. I still look at gaps Look at this gap, hasn't been filled. Okay, we still got gaps above here, hasn't been. Yeah, okay, this gap has filled. I think there's one more about the 92 level. There you go. Yeah, see, near the 92 level that hasn't been filled. So these gaps can get filled as well, but as of now, you know, this is just a pullback for the rest of the USD majors. So I'll be watching Monday as well. Let Monday unfold. It's always the best time, you know, not to trade on Mondays. Always watch how price unfolds, and then trade accordingly again from Tuesday onwards. Aussie dollar. Okay, if you just look on a daily. Okay. Am I looking on sells here? Not at all. Okay, could we have topped? Possibly. Okay, we've hit 100% at 78 level. Okay, let's just go out to a weekly just to see if we have any supply areas. Got one above here at the 80 level. So we're now at a pivotal point of the 100% in my eyes. Okay, so let's go down to a 4-hour. Okay, without putting an RSI on, I can see that this is going to have some divergence. Okay, so this is weak. So anyone looking to trade the Aussie dollar, okay, I'd want to see a hit and hold at 77.84s, okay, and looking for scalp down 20-30 pips down. Okay, so that's what you want to be looking for. Okay, I've put out that now here. Okay, this is the area I'm looking for a scalp short. Okay, you can actually come into, see, hourlies and 4 hours are different, but I like to go on the higher time frames because it gives a bit more perspective. So we've got a double top, okay, and then we've broke structure here now. Okay, come down, we're now retesting this area of structure. Okay, I do think that either this candle or, so I'll probably start scaling in, okay, around the 77, 78s, okay, and then another scale at the 77.85s, and then a last scale at 77.92s. Stop will be above here. I know that's obvious because it's clean stops here, but if it starts to close above this candle here at 78, most likely I'll exit the trade, and then if it presents me another opportunity, then I'll come back in. But I'm looking for the shorts around this area to come down to 77.06. First probably line I'll take targets off will probably be these clean lows here. Okay, around the 77.33. So, you know, 77.85, let's say 77.80s. Okay, look for first area to get out at 77.33s, and then leave a portion on for 7700s, let's just say. Okay, Aussie yen. Aussie yen's been on the tear, to be quite honest. That's obviously due to the indices. You know, if you look at the US indices, obviously it's this is like a risk on, risk off currency. So when you get risk off in US equities or anything like that, then look towards the Aussie dollar to sell. And when we say risk on the US equities, then start to buy Australian dollar. That's but yeah, we've taken out this high now. Okay, we're still out. We're now coming to critical. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't spot that. Look where we are. Okay, we're in critical resistance here area. Look here, here. Look at that. Okay, here. So has it rejected off there? Yeah, nearly. Okay, so nothing to do here. Let it prove to us that it wants to go above this. Okay, so you want to see a clean breakthrough before we go up higher, and then next level is those highs. Otherwise, then this is going down. As of now, cautious. It could do this kind of formation here, this and then that. So I'll be watching for that. If we get a if we get risk off on the equities, and then this is telling me this is risk off as well, then I'll take the Aussie yen on the short side. Yeah, but as of now, no need to do anything. I was talking about this Aussie New Zealand, so Aussie Kiwi. This trend line here, it's been on a downtrend. We've now broken out, very messy, but we've had a clean breakout this past week, Friday, sorry. Okay, so that looks quite healthy. Any pullbacks, you want to be buying Aussie Kiwi around this area. Okay, and you need stops, you need invalidation. Your invalidation has to be underneath. I'll say here. This is too obvious. It's clean. Okay, so you'll be looking to buy Aussie New Zealand at 107.05s, between 107.05s and 106.72s. You need to stop around 106.41s. Okay, this is what I would do. Obviously, this is not investment advice or anything, but just giving you levels of what I would do. So that's Aussie New Zealand. Pound we're looking to veer off now. Okay, does this look even bearish to you? No, this looks quite bullish. Bit of a pullback. Is it, could be a healthy pullback. If it is, then depending on where we are, will determine how this trade will go. But if you just look on a 12-month, so this is a yearly chart, this is super bullish. Like if this was a 5-minute chart or a 1-hour chart, and you see this formation, you see the market absolutely shitting itself, comes in, you've got support zones here, okay, taking out all these stops and then followed by a hammer. Like, that's bullish regardless. Like, you would be looking at that as, okay, this is quite bullish to me, and nothing's the same. We could possibly get this, look at this. This is a hammer. Okay, we came up and then closed negatively. That can possibly happen. But as of now, I don't see anything bearish about the British pound. Could we come in and fill in this body, which is coming in at 132s? Absolutely. That's only a few hundred pips. So, I've just marked that out now, and let's go on to the weekly. So, if you look on the weekly chart, significant line of resistance. Okay, that's turning into support. Okay, so we got resistance, now support, and it seems to be respecting it quite well. So if we come back into this area here and we don't close below, then I'll be looking for longs around the 132.45s. That's me on the pound dollar, and that's looking at the Dixie chart as well. We can still go up a bit more further because it has given us a bit of an indication that it probably wants to retrace a little bit. And if that's the case, then yeah, I can see pound coming down. Look, we're in an inside week as well, so it's indecision. We don't know which way it's going to go. So like I said, don't jump into trades that doesn't make sense. And to me, this doesn't make sense at the moment. I don't have anything that I want to do. Only trade that I'd probably want to take on the pound dollar if we get get above the yearly open, and then I'll be looking for longs above 136.46. Other than that, I'll be waiting for this level here at 132.50s, see how we react. If we get a good positive reaction, then I'll be looking for longs. Okay. Pound yen, given this is an old chart, but let me just clean it up for a minute. Been in a consolidation for quite a while. This is a 1-day chart, consolidation since November. We're looking to break out. Broken out a little bit now. Okay, I still think higher prices. We've got this supply zone here. Supply zone here at 141.68 to 142.75. Okay, so you could take a long even at the open. So imagine if you took a long at the open. Okay, you need to stop beneath 140s. Okay, and you're looking for 141.68, so it's about 70 pips. Okay, see how it holds. If it keeps on going up, fair enough. And then if it takes that high out, 142.72s, 73s, then great, But I think these highs are next, to be quite fair. I think 142s is next for the currency. So they do have, like, one thing about pound yen, it does have violent retracements. You're looking at a couple of hundred pips on retracements. So you need wider stops. That's why entry is quite key on this. And if I was to look at entries, let's just say, let's just look at how the market is reacting here. Okay, so this key level here, okay, if you just look at that, okay, it's trying to push up, and it hasn't. It got rejected until we finally pushed above it. We still didn't even break above this high until this candle here. When we broke above this candle on 8th of January, okay, it couldn't sustain a much bigger move at all. Okay, and then we just come back down. Is this a rejection? Could be. If this is a rejection, then I wanna be shorting at 140.51s. But I mean, this is just me looking at scalping, because if you look at ranges, this is a range, okay, and once you come back into the range, normally what happens, you go back to the other side of the range. Look here, 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 here. These are just small little retracements, but we could still get this. Okay, so I do like bullish British pound. I do like 142.75s. Okay, but I wouldn't be mad if we had a bit of a retracement. Okay, if we come into 140.45, for me that's line in the sand. If we come into 140.45s, okay, and we hit and hold, I'll be looking for a long with a little stop at 140s. Okay, if we start to break down, I'll be looking for shorts, and I'll be targeting 137.59s. Okay, pound Aussie, not read much to know. Pound Aussie actually is quite interesting. If you look at a candlestick formation here, okay. Think about this. It's had such a significant move to the downside. All the way, right? Okay, all the way here. It's had a significant move, and it just feels like, okay, we could possibly take out these stops here at 172s. Okay. But it just feels like it's losing steam. It feels like a double bottom. Okay, feels like it's losing steam. I'll be keeping an eye on pound Australia, because I do think that we could start to do this. So I'll be keeping an eye on this in the next few days, couple of weeks. Let's see how it pans out. It may well be that it's taking out these lows, and we want to take out these lows and then come back. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on pound Aussie. Okay, Euro USD. Okay, come into supply area. Look where we are, and we've rejected again. Okay, not significantly, but again here, I wouldn't see a pullback into the 120s, 94s to be good buying opportunity. Okay, if we can come into here, okay, and then see how we are. But if we carry on down, then this is the next level at the August high at 119.70s, let's just put it, because this consolidation led to the move higher. So a pullback or a retest into that consolidation makes sense before we look at a resumption. If we start to close below, then I'll be looking for shorts to target these lows. Okay, You got this little range area here, which is pretty much the same at 116.45s. Okay, that's Euro USD. Because it's a messy chart, I'm not really going into it in depth. If you just look at the monthly, look at it, you know, it's just a rounding formation. This looks bullish. Nothing for me now. Nothing stops it from going into 131s. To be quite honest, that's what I'd target for the long term. Short term, these highs here at 125s, but a nice little pullback into this little consolidation area. Possibly this demand area 117s will be a great trade if you come into this little demand area 117s and then look higher. Euro GBP, I marked out this. I think I put it into the Telegram group also. This supply area's been hit a couple of times and then we've rejected. We've got a demand area here. I've been waiting for a while on this to be hit since November. So hopefully we can get into this demand area. If we do, and then we see some hit and holds, then I'm looking for longs in Euro GBP in this demand area at 0.89 to 0.88. Alternatively, this is too messy. If you look at it now, just too messy. I mean, what is there to do on this? Nothing. So, you know, there's no need to trade it really. Euro yen. We've broken out of this consolidation. I did say this looks like a inverse head and shoulders. You know, has it even hit target? To be jokes if it has. Excuse me, I just got a dry throat. Okay, so where would target be? Target would be actually, wow, into is that weekly supply area. Yes, it is. So this weekly supply area is this head and shoulders formation target into this weekly supply area. So yeah, I mean, as of now it looks bullish. Okay, so I'm looking for buys on the euro yen, and if you're looking for entries, let's look at entries now. Okay, this looks like a rounded retest. Okay, rounded retest. If he wants to come and fill in this little part here, let it do his thing. Okay, but this is why I let Monday unfold, because I want the range between Monday. But if you want a really safe trade, then you'd want to see 127.50s take control. Okay, so you want to see this, okay, and then a trade into 128.24s minimum, so about 70 pips there. Okay, if we come into this area, okay, hit and hold, and then that's great. Okay, and that will be a very good risk to reward, so you can actually look to buy in this area if it gives you a bullish price action, and then you can just do a little stop under here, or you know, here, wherever. But yeah, that's my play for euro yen. I'm just actually going to, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, you can just see this little consolidation. We've had a retest, come back into this consolidation again, broken out, made a higher high, come back into the consolidation area. Makes sense for if he wants to go higher, this makes sense. But safer play for you guys above 127.50s. Okay, there's nothing else. USD CAD. Look at it, yearly open, still capping the market at 127.13s. This is just going lower in my opinion. I think USD CAD goes lower. What changes my mind? We get above the, whoops. Okay, we get above the yearly open. Okay, and then look for that target and that target. Okay, so above 127.13s, I'll be looking for 127.77s and then 127.98. Okay, alternatively, any downside targets. I mean, I did say I was looking to go down, but just by looking at this, I mean, it just looks like a higher. I mean, obviously we've got lower highs, but here, these three candles is indecision. There's no momentum lower, like here. There's no momentum lower. We had a little pullback, momentum lower, pullback here. But now it looks like we're stalling now. Now it looks like, okay, maybe I've had enough, and it's time for a little pullback. So we could get that. So, I mean, next target level is 126 flat, to be quite fair. Okay, 126 flat is probably the next target. But if we get there and hit and hold, that will be a long. But above 127.13s longs. Okay, so as of now, okay, you've got. I mean, there's no risk reward. I mean, if you take out this low here at 126.35s, then you've got about 30 pips, which is okay. It's a nice little scalp. Okay, but I think this has got better opportunity. I think, we've come up, taken out these stops, got rejected back down. I think the next run up, hit and hold at 127.13s, is going to be a bigger move towards the 77s and then 128s. Could possibly take out these highs here, evolve into a nice little swing, 129s, 50s. So yeah, just watch out for that. Yen, nothing really on the yen. It's in the channel that I've been looking at. Okay, I've been looking at these target stops to be taken out. We're above the yearly open at 103.06. For it to prove to me that we got a change in a short-term trend, 104.60s need to be cleared, and then I can start looking maybe to go a bit bullish on dollar yen. As of now, no man's land. Look, it's just in between here. Wouldn't trade it, so wouldn't attempt it. Kiwi dollar, we're above the yearly open. Okay, we're in support, or we're in the actual, I think this is monthly supply, so it's a big level. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll see how we react there. If we start to trade underneath the yearly open, this is it's tested it nearly. So if we start to trade below it, then nice little scalp here. For these lows. Okay, so below 71.89s, a stop above here wouldn't harm, and then looking for 70s. Ultimately just to take out these lows. I mean, here's demand. We've got, to be honest, we got a demand zone here. Okay, so correction. So below 71.89s, I'd want to first target at 71.18s. Why? We got a demand zone here, and if we hit and hold, that will be your buy. Okay, and then towards 74s. Okay, that's about it really. There's nothing else. I mean, let's look at Bitcoin. Starting to stall on Bitcoin. We're in a range level, which is not typical, but I have next target Bitcoin at 53,324. Now, could we get a healthy pullback? Of course we can. Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. I mean, look at it. Look at that. That's a monthly. That's once we came above the all-time highs, it never looked back. However, this could easily do this. Look at this formation here. Okay, right? It went to all-time highs. If that candle starts to come down, maybe down to the 32s, okay, and then next month, look at that. Then this could easily mirror this could be that. Okay, so am I saying being caution? Yes, but at the same time, it's uber bullish. So when everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon here, this is where I get a bit cautious, because now everybody will start to come in at these prices, and then they're going to get trapped and they're fucked. So I'll always wait for a pullback, because the market always will pull back. It will always happen. It's okay. Ethereum, yeah, we're approaching the all-time highs, aren't we? So let's go to a monthly. Look at that. Okay, look at the yearly open at 737, and you know we're going to take these out, and if that's the case, we won't even double top. If it's still uber bullish, this is going to do that. I'm not even joking. Like, you know, where, you know, I'll get these levels sorted, but just on a simple Fibonacci range level, let's just look at it. Yeah, next price target for 200%, which is double the move, is 2,763. Okay, so we get a clean break above 1419. Okay, that's not impossible at all. You know, intermediate term, you can get to 1757s, and then 2080. Okay, if we get here, fail and start to pull back, that's okay, but we'll have to see how deep the pullback is. Could it be like one of these ones again? You know, so you know, again, just we get into the point where you could take out the all-time high. It just needs to prove to us that Ethereum wants to go higher. At the moment, it's not proving anything. It's just uber bullish at the moment. Whoever's ridden that train towards the upside, fantastic. Would I buy here? Not at all. We're coming towards resistance. Okay, I needed to be proving to myself. XRP. Okay, look at that. Okay, it's all this news about delisting. Okay, was it just a fake out? Possibly, but we can easily just come into here and fail. Okay, we can easily come into the 44s. Okay, and then come back down to 10s. But as of now, I'm neither here or there. If I'm brutally honest, if it's above 51s or 52s, then I'm interested in Ripple again. You know, people saying, okay, you're going to miss out on all this, but this to here is nothing. It's just speculative. Doesn't tell me anything. Here it's telling me, okay, it's above a range high. Okay, it's done its move to the downside, and now we want to prove that it's got more upside motion. And I think that these highs and then higher will come. But I'm watching Ripple for now. Litecoin has been ridiculous. I gave this in the crypto review in December. If you look at it, what I thought about Litecoin, I thought that price where it was, then that was in December. Yeah, that is just going to go up, and next level of resistance is 220. Okay, and I don't think we're that far away. We've got these highs here, which taken out, came in and tested it again, and then rejected off it. So Litecoin looks all right. You know, there's opportunities in Litecoin, to be quite fair. Let me just look on a daily. Okay. I mean, looking at this, it's just, you know, people say, okay, this is just a channel. Okay. Okay. You want the channel to break out, but here, if I'm looking at Litecoin right now, I'm not looking. I mean, there's not an absolute trade that's screaming out to me. If we get a hit and hold in between these areas at the 144s, maybe 140s, and then up to 220s, that's great. If it shoots up to 220 here, then it has to take out this high at 185s, prove to me that it wants to go up, and then take a trade above 185s. Other than that, we're in no man's land right now. We're in this channel, okay, and it looks like it's respecting this channel, okay, so it can break either way, okay. So watch above that. So 140s would be a good opportunity, like such as consolidation here before the breakout, okay. So if you came back into this consolidation, it wouldn't be that bad, okay, before we look higher prices, or above 185 towards 220. But either way, you know, we've had massive moves in the past week or two, you know, as it goes, past couple of months, you know, forget a week or two. But you know, if we start to pull back, then, you know, that's not a surprise at all, because we've had such a big move. Sushi, okay, looking at this level here at 5.5. ZIL, going to a range level 50%, okay, and now we are just in no man's land on ZIL. If you look at it here, okay, inside week, what's going to happen if it starts to form a little formation like this, let's just say, then that becomes bull flag pennant pattern, and then that's for higher prices in ZIL. What's Ethereum BTC? Look at that. This is actually quite clean, and if this has more traction, to be honest, in the next, maybe I'll say intermediate to long term. If you look at this, like it's giving you a nice technical formation that, okay, or, you know, this could go higher. But again, for me, if it's above 41.82s, then that proves to me that we want higher prices. But then because at the moment we're just in this range here between 41s and 15s, and we're in the middle of it, so there's no trade whatsoever here. You know, it has to prove above 42s before we want to go higher. So hope you enjoyed that. Sorry if I've waffled on for a while, but I was going through a lot of charts. Obviously it's you know, the new year, and I want to see what opportunities are out there, and, you know, rewind the video back and then write down the trades, you know, and levels, which I shouted out. You know, watch them throughout the week, throughout the couple of weeks as well, and you know, just trade safely and trade accordingly to towards your plan. I'm looking to do a live session next week or two, probably in 2 weeks. I couldn't do it today because the software needed for YouTube still haven't accepted me for the last 24 hours, which I don't know what's happened. So let's see what happens with that. So let's say in the next couple of weeks I'll do a live YouTube session like this on a Sunday around 7-8 o'clock GMT. So this is recorded, so watch this will be public, and you know, join my Telegram group. If I just put it up here, okay, long to bear trading, okay, that's my Telegram group. And then you got my you know, this is my Twitter, okay. I start to post stuff here, and if you want to carry on with signals, and obviously want more trade ideas, you know, which I'll go into, like stocks and other entries and exits real time, then go to www.longtobear.com/talking markets, and that's actually on my Twitter page, so have a look at that. So I'll leave you with that. Any other questions, don't worry, you can DM me, but you know, I'll try and get back to you if I can, but if I'm working, then apologies. You know, it'd be hard to get back to DMs if you're on the web, but like, I'll try and get back to DMs as much as I can. But other than that, thank you, and I will see you soon. Take care.